Hi everyone, glad to see you again. Today I have something informative lined up for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe online, cyber network. Hey everyone, before we dive in, just a quick note. This essay is all about learning and exploring ideas. It's not about giving anyone advice on hacking, which is a serious business. We're going to be talking about ethical hacking, which is a really important part of keeping everyone safe online. We'll also be looking at how artificial intelligence, or AI for short, is changing things up. Think of AI like a really smart computer program that can learn and solve problems. It's already being used in lots of ways, and cybersecurity is one of them. Stay tuned to find out more. You know how in movies there are hackers who break into computer systems for bad reasons? They're often shown as mysterious figures, working in the shadows, typing away at lightning speed to bypass security and steal valuable information. These are the so-called black hat hackers, and their actions can cause a lot of harm, stealing data, spreading viruses, or even shutting down entire networks. But what if I told you there's another side to this story, one that's all about protecting people and organizations from these threats? Well, ethical hackers are the good guys in this story. They use their skills and knowledge of computer systems not to cause chaos, but to help defend against it. Think of them as the digital equivalent of security guards or detectives, always on the lookout for weaknesses that could be exploited by criminals. Their job is to stay one step ahead of the bad guys, using the same techniques as malicious hackers, but with permission and for a good cause. They're like digital detectives, hired by companies to find weak spots in their computer systems before the bad guys can exploit them. Imagine a bank vault. Just as a bank wants to make sure its vault is impenetrable, companies want to ensure their digital assets like customer data, financial records, and trade secrets are safe from cyber criminals. Ethical hackers use a variety of tools and techniques to simulate real attacks, testing everything from passwords to firewalls and even employee awareness. You want to make sure it's completely secure, right? No cracks, no hidden doors, no way for anyone to sneak in unnoticed. That's exactly what ethical hackers do for computer systems. They think like attackers, probing every possible entry point, but their goal isn't to steal or destroy. It's to uncover any flaws before someone with bad intentions finds them. Ethical hackers are like security consultants who try to break into the vault, not to steal anything, but to find out if there are any ways someone could actually get in. They perform what's called penetration testing, where they mimic the actions of real hackers to see how far they can get. If they find a vulnerability, they document it carefully, showing exactly how it could be exploited and what the consequences might be if it's not fixed. They then tell the bank about these vulnerabilities so they can be fixed. In the world of cybersecurity, this process is crucial. By identifying and addressing weaknesses before criminals do, ethical hackers help keep our information safe, protect businesses from costly breaches, and make the digital world a safer place for everyone. So next time you hear about hackers, remember, not all of them are the villains. Some are the heroes working behind the scenes to keep us secure. Now, where does AI fit into all of this? In today's digital world, where cyber threats are constantly evolving and becoming more sophisticated, traditional methods of defending against hackers are no longer enough. That's where artificial intelligence, or AI, steps in to revolutionize the way we protect our data and systems. Well, imagine AI as a superpowered sidekick for ethical hackers. Just like a superhero needs a reliable partner, cybersecurity professionals now rely on AI to help them stay one step ahead of cybercriminals. AI doesn't get tired, it doesn't need breaks, and it can work around the clock, scanning for threats and vulnerabilities. AI is really good at analyzing massive amounts of data, way faster than any human could. Every second, organizations generate huge volumes of information, everything from emails and files to network traffic and user activity logs. For a human, sorting through all this data would be overwhelming and time-consuming. But for AI, it's a breeze. It can process and analyze millions of data points in real time, identifying potential risks almost instantly. This is super helpful in cybersecurity because there's so much information to sift through. Think about all the emails, files, and internet traffic a big company has every day. Without AI, it would be nearly impossible for security teams to keep up with the sheer volume of data. AI acts as an extra set of eyes, constantly monitoring for anything out of the ordinary. AI can be trained to spot patterns and anomalies in all this data. By learning what normal activity looks like, AI can quickly detect when something unusual happens. For example, if a user suddenly downloads a large number of files at an odd hour, or if there's a spike in network traffic from an unexpected source, AI will flag it for further investigation. So it might notice if someone's trying to log in from an unusual location. Like if an employee who usually works in New York suddenly tries to access the system from another country. This could be a sign that someone's credentials have been stolen and are being used by a hacker. Or, if a piece of software is behaving suspiciously, maybe it's trying to access sensitive files it normally wouldn't, or it's communicating with unknown servers. AI can pick up on these red flags much faster than a human analyst could. This helps ethical hackers focus their efforts on the areas that need the most attention. Instead of spending hours searching for threats, they can rely on AI to highlight the most urgent issues, allowing them to respond quickly and effectively. In short, AI acts as a force multiplier in cybersecurity, making our digital world safer and more secure. One of the biggest advantages AI has is its speed. Remember how we talked about AI being able to analyze tons of data really quickly? Well, this is a game changer in cybersecurity. Cyber attacks can happen in the blink of an eye, so having AI there to detect and respond to threats in real time is crucial. AI is also amazing at pattern recognition. It can learn to identify malicious code, spot phishing attempts, and even predict what kind of attacks might happen in the future. It's like having a crystal ball that can see cyber threats coming. But hang on a minute. Does that mean AI is about to put all the ethical hackers out of business? It's a question that's on a lot of people's minds these days, especially as artificial intelligence continues to make headlines for its rapid advancements. With AI systems now able to scan millions of lines of code in seconds, detect patterns that would take humans hours or even days to find, and even simulate cyber attacks to test defenses, it's easy to wonder if the role of the human hacker is fading away. Not so fast. While AI is a powerful tool, it doesn't have everything humans do. In fact, the best results in cybersecurity often come from a combination of human expertise and artificial intelligence working together. AI can process huge amounts of data and spot anomalies at lightning speed, but it still relies on the creativity and intuition of human experts to interpret those findings and decide what to do next. One of the things humans are really good at is creative problem solving. When faced with a new type of threat or an unexpected vulnerability, it's often a human who comes up with the innovative solution. We're able to connect dots that might not seem related at first glance, draw on our experiences, and even use a bit of gut instinct to figure out what's really going on. This kind of thinking is hard to teach a machine, no matter how advanced the algorithms get. We can think outside the box, come up with unexpected solutions, and understand the nuances of human behavior. Cybersecurity isn't just about technology, it's about people. Hackers, both ethical and malicious, are constantly inventing new tricks and strategies. To stay ahead, defenders need to be just as inventive. That means brainstorming, collaborating, and sometimes even breaking the rules in creative ways to anticipate what attackers might try next. Think about it. A lot of cyber attacks rely on tricking people, like those phishing emails that try to get you to click on dangerous links. These attacks aren't just technical, they're psychological. They play on our emotions, our habits, and our trust. A well-crafted phishing email can look incredibly convincing, and it takes a sharp, skeptical mind to spot the subtle clues that something isn't right. AI might not always pick up on the subtle ways these scams are designed, but humans, with our understanding of psychology and social engineering, often can. We notice the odd phrasing, the slightly off logo, or the timing that just doesn't make sense. Our ability to empathize, to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, and to question what we see gives us an edge that machines simply don't have. At least, not yet. So, while AI is changing the game, it's the creative, outside-the-box thinking of human, ethical hackers that keeps us one step ahead in the ongoing battle for cybersecurity. So, instead of thinking about it as AI versus humans, it's more helpful to see them as teammates. They both bring different strengths to the table, and when they work together, they can create a truly robust defense against cyber threats. Imagine a scenario where AI detects unusual activity on a company's network. It raises the alarm and alerts the human ethical hackers. The humans can then use their expertise to investigate further, figure out if it's a real attack or a false alarm, and take appropriate action. It's all about collaboration. Let's break down some of the key differences between AI and human ethical hackers. AI excels at tasks that require speed, precision, and the ability to handle massive amounts of data. It's like a tireless, super-fast analyst that never gets tired of looking for patterns. Humans, on the other hand, are better at tasks that require creativity, intuition, and an understanding of human behavior. They're the ones who can think like the attackers, anticipate their moves, and come up with innovative solutions to outsmart them. So the big question is, will AI eventually replace human ethical hackers altogether? It's definitely a hot topic, but the short answer is unlikely, at least not anytime soon. While AI is becoming increasingly sophisticated, it still lacks the human touch that's so crucial in cybersecurity. Ethical hacking isn't just about finding technical vulnerabilities. It's also about understanding the motives and methods of attackers, which often involves human psychology and social engineering. These are areas where human intelligence and intuition are still far superior to AI. The future of ethical hacking is likely to involve a powerful partnership between humans and AI. Think of it as a collaboration where each side plays to its strengths. AI will continue to automate tasks, analyze vast amounts of data, and provide real-time threat detection. Meanwhile, human ethical hackers will be freed up to focus on more complex and strategic tasks, such as threat hunting, vulnerability research, and developing innovative security solutions. Together, humans and AI can create a formidable force for good in the ongoing battle against cybercrime. Thanks for watching and learning with me. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. I value your feedback. Cyber Network.